Look at this perfection. You guys, this is heavenly. These taste like a treat, but act as a supplement. What makes them different? One secret ingredient that takes them to a whole new level, from just delicious to truly functional. Let's make them together. My name is Oksana. A little bit of my favorite blend spice. We start by pre-soaking a variety of 3 different kinds of nuts. I love a combination of walnuts, pecans, and almonds. They have to be raw. Add half a cup of each into a glass jar like this, water and a large pinch of salt or apple cider vinegar, and leave it soaking overnight. I have a whole video on why soak and how to soak correctly, so if you want more in-depth knowledge, check it out. For now, I already went ahead and did this part, because after you soak them, just rinse them really well and you set them to roast on a pan. Roast them at 400 for 40 minutes, and you want to mix them every 10 to 15 minutes. 40 minutes is up, you take them out and you let them cool on the pan, because they're still continuing to roast. And then you're gonna get yourself something like this. I don't recommend you skip this step, because you're gonna be cheating yourself of great benefits, which I discussed in the video I just mentioned. So for now, let's put the nuts on the side and talk about our next ingredient. These are medjool dates. You're gonna need them pitted and soaked before we can use them. Let me put some gloves on, and I'll tell you why I prefer these dates over the other variety, because they're softer and they're more caramel-like, plus they're richer in antioxidants and minerals compared to other kind of dates. So I use almond milk, any plant-based milk you have. This is homemade milk. I have a video how to make it. But how much do you need? Probably enough just to cover the date. So let's just start with a little bit, and then if we need to add more, we'll add more. So 15 large dates. They, unlike sugar, why not dates, not sugar? They don't spike your blood sugar as regular sugar does, because of the fiber. All this meat here, it slows down sugar absorption. Plus they're rich in potassium and magnesium, which is great for your nervous system, and high in antioxidants. So you get a cake and get to eat it too. Is that the saying? So pit them. And how much do you want to soak them for? Depending how fresh your dates are. Mine are pretty fresh, so probably like 20 minutes is enough. Let's crush the nuts. I like to use the blender for this purpose. You can certainly do it with your knife, but I just find it faster. But you do want some texture. So I will just do, I have chop version, the chop setting here, so I'll just do quick few pulses. Oop, something is ready. Who's cooking here? Oh wait, that's me. Okay, just quick pulses. Perfection. Let me show you. Don't get rid of the blender just yet, because we'll definitely need it for the dates part, but for now we're going to take care of the dry ingredients. So transfer everything into a bowl. Where's my favorite? Ooh, my favorite spatula is missing. Ooh. Okay, one sec. Pause. I found it. I like it because it's pliable and it gets to gets in all the creases. Leave it just like that. We're going to reuse it for dates. Next, I have a tablespoon of ground chia. If you want the benefits of chia, has to be ground. Better yet, freshly ground. What I usually do, I make about like 5 days worth, like 5 tablespoons, and keep it in the refrigerator, because I usually use it every day. And that's good enough. That's fresh enough. And cacao powder. 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cacao powder, organic. And one last dry ingredient that actually elevates this recipe from just healthy to healing. It makes it truly functional and adaptogenic. And that is, well, let me show you. That is rice mushroom coffee. This is where true magic happens with this recipe. A powerful mix of 6 medicinal mushrooms. Each of them is adaptogenic, meaning it helps our body adapt to stress, build resilience, and restore balance, all naturally. I love, love, love medicinal mushrooms. They've been used in Chinese medicine for like thousands of years. And the beauty of them, that they actually go to work in your body where it's needed the most. But I was thinking, how can I describe the benefits of these individual mushrooms in a few words as possible? And you know what I realized? Let me show you. They already did it. They did such a great job. These are the mushrooms that are inside. Cordyceps, great for energy. Reishi, stress relief. Lion's mane, focus. Shiitake, immunity. Turkey tail, digestion. King trumpet, fight oxidative stress. Adaptogens like these help us regulate cortisol, not block it. It means better weight control, better sleep, less burnout, and more energy for us. What I love about mushrooms that they're intelligent. They don't just stimulate like coffee does, which is short-lived, but they help our body return to center. That's what natural healing is all about. Lion's mane, for example, stimulates something called NGF, nerve growth factor. That's about brain regeneration. That's real focus we're talking about. Cordyceps, it says energy here. So what they do, they help our body utilize oxygen more efficiently, which directly affects our mitochondria. What is mitochondria? It is the power, the energy factor of our body. So how well our mitochondria function determines how well we function. Do you see clear correlation there? Cordyceps equals true health and longevity. Honestly, I would just add this blend for cordyceps alone. That's how important our mitochondrial health is. Oh, it smells so good. I need a coffee break and would take a... I didn't realize you were filming. Come on. All right. I love it. I really love this drink. I drink it every day. I add it to my recipes. That's what true healing is about foods like this. And if you're ready to give it a try, which I think you should, I'll link it below this video. And you know what? Good news is you get 15% with my link. So pause the video right now, go grab it, and then come back so you actually see the end result, because that's going to be delicious. So adding 1 to 2 tablespoons of rice coffee into this dry mix. And give it a good mix before we add the dates. Oh, it smells so good. Let's take care of the dates. Again, you can chop it with hand, but I find that it comes out much better with a blender. You need a powerful blender. No milk. You leave the milk on the side. Don't throw it away. I'll show you what you can do with it. And blend on high. You need a paste-like consistency. One last important ingredient to add more energy power to this recipe is MCT oil. 1 tablespoon. It actually also helps dates blend smoother. MCT oil is great anytime you need an energy boost without disrupting your digestion, because it doesn't really require bile to digest. So that's why if you have trouble, digesting fats, or if you want a quick energy boost, MCT oil is your go-to. All done. Now it's time to mix everything together and start shaping our bites. That's the consistency. Still little chunks left. Let's see. It smells like caramel. Mix everything together. I like to use my hands. I'm done mixing. That's the consistency. Sticky, but that's good. It's going to hold together really well. I'm going to let it rest for like 10 minutes and 15 minutes before shaping it into bites. Meanwhile, this is what you have to do. So nothing goes to waste. Just kidding. So use the same blender. You blend everything so far. The milk that I told you not to throw away. We're going to blend it real quick. Add a tablespoon of rice mushroom coffee. Blend some more on high. Few ice cubes. And you got yourself a delicious adaptogenic drink. No waste bonus tip. Tastes like caramel coffee with like little ice cream or something. Let's shape this dough into eatable bites. Oh, this way. And here's what I do. You're gonna need some shredded, unsweetened shredded coconut to coat them so they actually look presentable and it adds more flavor. So what I like to do, I like to shape them in little tiny balls. That's why I call them bites. So you don't have to bite it, you just stick it in your mouth and eat it. That's it, like this. Look at this perfection. Look at this perfection. Technically, you can eat them just like that. Can I actually eat one piece? I can't wait anymore. You guys, this is heavenly. And rice coffee elevates the taste to a different level. Rice coffee also has MCT oil in it. So technically, we are double dipping in MCT oil in this recipe. We're amplifying it. That's how good this blend is. It has all the necessary stuff. Okay, look at these beauties. Come closer. They're ready to be served. My adaptogenic energy bites with rice mushroom coffee. But there's one thing I like to do to elevate the flavor is to freeze them. It actually makes them taste like caramel ice cream. So let's go. Freeze them for at least an hour before transferring them to a container to store. And then this is where I store them too. Well, don't judge my freezer. I made room for lots more energy bites. Yeah, and these are my adaptogenic energy bites. They may taste like a treat, but they're truly healing food. Thanks to this ingredient, rice mushroom coffee. You can eat them, you can drink them, or you can turn it into a whole wellness experience. This is what I'm doing right now. I'll continue with my tasting. Meanwhile, you go grab your mushroom coffee.